Shabbat Shalom, everyone. Shabbat Shalom, Nifty Ger. There we go. Okay, waiting for that. If you would please take out your cell phones. Don't turn them off. Don't turn them off. Take out your cell phones. Right? Really honest, I said don't turn them off yet. Right? And once you have them, please think of someone you love who is not here with you tonight, and send them a text message saying, Shabbat Shalom, thinking of you. If they're not Jewish, send them a message saying, thinking of you, have a good evening. Then you can turn the phone off before they respond back with, huh? But do that right now. Let's use these little things to tell people we love them. So when you finish that, you can put them on silent. That would be great. Thank you. So you all made it here. And it's time to be here. So if you would please take a deep breath and let it out slowly. And try your best to relax, even if it's a really busy evening that you have ahead of you, as some of you do. Whatever you did today, you got through it. Whether it was work, school, food, running to be here, whatever it might be, you got here. So now that we're here, stop worrying about what else you have to do, what's on your list, what's going to be done tomorrow, and just enjoy being for a little while. So what I'd like to ask everyone to do, please, is to think back through your week. All the way back to last Shabbat, all the way back to last Saturday. What happened each day of this week? Time is too precious to just write it off and say it's gone. So think back through last Saturday, last Sunday. Think of at least one thing that happened each day this week that was good. There's a time for fetching and complaining. This isn't it. So just think of something good that happened each day this week. Once you've thought through that, please pick out the very best thing that happened to you this week. And the hardest thing I'll ask of you all evening is to get up and find someone in this room whom you do not know. And go over to them and introduce yourself, tell them the best thing that happened to you, and ask them what the best thing was that happened to them. We have a lot of guests here tonight, so you can find someone you don't know, so go for it, everybody. Right.
Right before, say it what? If you need me to cut.
I don't think so. It's okay.
We haven't done Torah service.
That's true. But those are all Torah service things. That's, yeah, okay. Let's cut Kaddish.
Okay.
Actually, why don't you take one out of the beginning? Is that okay?
Sure, we'll go just to
whatever you want.
Yeah.
No one knows but you, so.
Shabbat Shalom, and thank you for being so welcoming. I invite you to take your seats again. Shabbat Shalom. We begin with Hine Matov, the version on our screens. Hine Matov u'manayim שבת אחים גם יחד. הנה מה טוב ומה נעים, שבת אחים גם יחד. Try it with me. הנה מה טוב ומה נעים, שבת אחים גם יחד. הנה מה טוב ומה נעים, שבת אחים גם יחד. How good it is,
How good it is,
how sweet it is,
how sweet it is
to be together on this day. How good it is,
How good it is,
how sweet it
how sweet
is,
it is
to be together on this day. הנה מה טוב ומה נעים, שבת אחים גם יחד. הנה מה טוב ומה נעים, שבת אחים גם יחד. שלום עליכם. Shalom Aleichem, Salam Aleikum. Shalom Aleichem, Salam Aleikum. Shalom Aleichem, Salam Aleikum. Shalom Aleichem, Salam Aleikum. How good it is,
how good it is,
how sweet it is,
how sweet it is
to be together on this day. How good it is,
how good it is,
how sweet it is,
how sweet it is
to be together on this day. Hine ma tov v'ma na'im, shevet achim gam yachad. Hine ma tov v'ma na'im, shevet achim gam yachad. We welcome Shabbat in this metaphor of Shabbat as the bride and the Jewish people of Israel as the groom. On page 138, 139, L'chadodi. We will join together in verses 1, 2, 5, and 9. L'chadodi likrat kala, penei Shabbat nekabela. L'chadodi likrat kala, penei Shabbat nekabela. Shamor v'zachoy b'diburecha, ishmi'anu el ha'miuchad Adonai echad. O Shemo echad l'Shemo tiferet ve'litchila. L'chadodi likrat kala, penei Shabbat nekabela. L'chadodi likrat kala, penei Shabbat nekabela. Likrat Shabbat lechu v'necha, ki mekor ha'beracha merosh mikedem. Nesucha sof ma'aseh v'machshava tchila. L'chadodi likrat kala, penei Shabbat nekabela. L'chadodi likrat kala, penei Shabbat nekabela. Verse 5. Hitoreri kiva orech, kumi ori uri. Shir daberi kevod Adonai, Allahayech nigla. L'chadodi likrat kala, penei Shabbat nekabela. L'chadodi likrat kala, penei Shabbat nekabela. Verse 9.
Please rise and face the entrance.
Bawi v'shalom, ateret balagam b'simcha, u'v'tzolatach emunei am segula. Bawi chala, bawi chala. L'chadodi likrat kala, penei Shabbat nekabela.
continue on page 121 and 120 as we declare that Shabbat has officially begun by lighting and blessing the Shabbat candles. And to lead us, I call Susan and Dylan Kessler.
O source of light and truth, creator of the eternal law of goodness, help us to find knowledge by which to live. Lead us to take the words we shall speak into our hearts and our lives. Bless all who enter this sanctuary in need, all who bring the offerings of their hearts. May our worship lead us to acts of kindness, peace, and love. Baruch atah Adonai Eloheinu melech haolam, asher kiddushanu b'mitzvotav v'tzivanu l'hadlik ner shel Shabbat. Blessed are you, Adonai our God, sovereign of the universe, who hallows us with mitzvot, commanding us to kindle the light of Shabbat.
We continue with Baruch Hu, which will be on the screens. Please rise if you are able.
Am I awake? Am I prepared? Are you listening to my prayer? Can you hear my voice? Can you understand? Am I awake? Am I prepared? Baruch hu et Adonai HaMevorach. Baruch Adonai HaMevorach le'olam va'ed, le'olam va'ed. Yalalai lai lai, 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 yalalai lai lai. Yalla lai lai lai, yalla lai lai lai.
I was thinking back through my week, and last Shabbat in the afternoon, I went out on what is my annual fall foliage flight, where I fly up to the top of New Jersey, up by the Delaware Water Gap, and then fly down the Delaware looking at the trees turning. And what I discovered this year is that it's a pretty weak season for leaves. We didn't have a lot of rain this summer, and so a lot of leaves, rather than showing off, are just kind of turning brown and withering. And if the whole state of New Jersey, the place that had the most beautiful leaves was right here. Usually it's the forests up by the water gap, and they were bland and empty and nothing. But when I got back here to Monmouth, the trees were showing off. So this year, God has given us a blessing, and I always say, it is truly a miracle that God can make Route 18 look beautiful. And that we get this time of year. So on page 148, we thank God for the change of day and night, the change of seasons, the natural world around us. Blessed are you, Adonai, our God, ruler of the universe, who speaks the evening into being, skillfully opens the gates, thoughtfully alters the time and changes the seasons, and arranges the stars in their heavenly courses according to plan. You are creator of day and night, rolling light away from darkness and darkness from light, transforming day into night and distinguishing one from the other. Adonai Tzvaot is your name, ever-living God, May you reign continually over us into eternity. Blessed are you, Adonai, who brings on evening. Baruch atah Adonai, hama'ariv aravim.
150. Ahavat olam, Beit Yisrael, Amcha havta, Torah u'mitzvot, chukim u'mishpatim, Otanu limadeta, Al ken Adonai Eloheinu b'shachbenu, uvkumenu anasiach lechukecha, v'nismach b'divrei Toratecha, uv'mitzvotecha le'olam va'ed, ki hem chayenu, ve'orech yameinu, uvahem negei yomam ve'layla, negei yomam ve'layla, ve'ahavatcha al tasir, mimenu le'olamim, Baruch atah Adonai, Ohev amo Yisrael, Ohev amo Yisrael, Shema Yisrael, Adonai Eloheinu, Adonai Echad, Baruch Shem Kevod Malchuto Le'olam Va'ed. You may be seated. We're on 154. Ve'ahavta et Adonai Elohecha v'chol levavcha u'v'chol nafshecha u'v'chol me'odecha v'hayu hadvarim ha'ele asher anochi mitzavecha hayom al levavecha v'shinantam levanecha v'dibarta b'ham v'shivtecha b'veitecha u'mlechtecha b'derech u'shachbecha u'bkumecha u'kshartam le'ot al yadecha v'hayu letotafot b'neinecha u'chtavtam amezuzot beitecha u'visharecha le'man tizkeru v'asitem et kol mitzvotai v'yitem kedoshim le'Elohechem ani Adonai Elohechem asher hotzeiti etchem me'eretz Mitzrayim liot lachem Elohim ani Adonai Elohechem.
157. Standing on the parted shores of history, we still believe what we were taught before ever we stood at Sinai's foot, that wherever we go, it is eternally Egypt, that there is a better place, a promised land, that the winding way to that promise passes through the wilderness, that there is no way to get from here to there, except by joining hands, marching together.
158. Mi chamocha bailim Adonai, mi kamocha nedar b'kodesh, nora tehilot, osefele, nora tehilot, osefele, osefele, malchutecha ra'u v'necha, bokei hayam lifnei Moshe, Moshe Miriam Zelim, Anu ve'ameru, Adonai imlach, le'olam va'ed, le'olam va'ed, mi michamacha, Bailim Adonai, mi michamacha, Nedar b'kodesh, Nora tehilot, Osefel, Nora tehilot, Osefel, Our evening prayer, where we ask that God protect us through these dark evening hours with a Sukkot Shalom, a Sukkah of peace, can be found on the screens. Hashkiveinu, Adonai Eloheinu, L'shalom ve'hamidenu, Shomreinu l'chaim, Ufros aleinu, Sukkot shlomecha, V'taknenu b'etzah tova, Mi'afanecha, V'hoshinu, Leman shemecha. Grant us peace as we lay down and close our eyes. You will shelter me and my family 'neath the shadow of your wings. Keep us safe and raise us up to life renewed. And through every storm, you will keep us warm, filled with love and light. Watching over us, you will carry us safely through the night.
163. We are a people in whom the past endures, in whom the present is inconceivable without moments gone by. The Exodus lasted a moment enduring forever. What happened once upon a time happens all the time. Page 164 and the even number pagers, please rise if you are able for the Amidah.
Adonai sifatai tiftach ufi agiti latecha. Adonai, open up my lips that my mouth may declare your praise. Baruch atah Adonai, Eloheinu, Elohei Avotenu v'Imotenu, Elohei Abraham, Elohei Yitzchak, Elohei Yaakov, Elohei Sarah, Elohei Rivka, Elohei Rachel, Elohei Leah, Ha'el HaGadol, HaGibor v'Hanora, Elyon, Gomer Chasadim Tovim, V'Koinei HaKol, V'Zocher Chasdei Avot v'Imahot, U'Mevi Geula Livnei B'neihem, Leman Shemo Be'ahava, Melech Ozer Moshiach U'Magin, Baruch atah Adonai, Magin Abraham Bezrat Sarah, Atah Gibor Le'olam Adonai, Mechayeh HaKol atah Rab Lehoshia, Mashiv HaRuach Morid HaGashem, Mechakel Chayim Bechesed, Mechayeh HaKol Berachamim Rabim, Zomech Noflim Berofech Cholim, Matir Asurim, Umekayim Emunato, Lishenei Afar, Michamocha Bagidorot, Umidom Elach, ata lachayot hakol. Baruch ata Adonai mechaye hakol.
You are holy. Your name is holy. And those who are holy praise you every day. Blessed are you, Adonai, the holy God. Baruch ata Adonai, ha'el hakadosh. 173. Please be seated. May these hours of rest and renewal open our hearts to joy and our minds to truth. May all who struggle find rest on this day. May all who suffer find solace. May all who hurt find healing on this day. May all who despair find purpose. May all who hunger find fulfillment on this day. And may this day fulfill its promise. Baruch atah Adonai, Mekadesh HaShabbat. 174. Find favor, Adonai our God, with your people Israel, and accept their prayers in love. May the worship of your people Israel always be acceptable. God, who is near to all who call, turn lovingly to your servants. Pour out your Spirit upon us. Let our eyes behold your loving return to Zion. Blessed are you, Adonai, whose presence returns to Zion. Baruch atah Adonai, hamachazir shechinato l'Tzion. 177. When we behold your heavens, the work of your fingers, the moon and stars that you set in place, what are we humans that you are mindful of us? We mortals that you take note of us? You made us little less than divine, adorned us with glory and majesty. You gave us dominion over your handiwork, laying the world at our feet. How majestic is your name throughout the earth. Baruch atah Adonai, hatov shimcha, ulecha na'eh lahodot.
Shalom Rav Yisrael Amcha Tasim Leolam. Shalom Rav Yisrael Amcha Tasim Leolam. Ki atam melech adon lechol hashalom. Ki atam melech adon lechol hashalom. Shalom Rav Yisrael Amcha Tasim Leolam. Shalom Rav Yisrael Amcha Tasim Leolam. V'tov b'necha levarech et Amcha Yisrael b'chol et v'chol shah b'shlomecha. Shalom Rav Yisrael Amcha Tasim Leolam. Shalom Rav Yisrael Amcha Tasim Leolam. Tasim Leolam. Tasim Leolam. We continue silently through page 181, or the words of your own heart. We will join back together at the bottom of 180. Aseh shalom bimrama, Aseh shalom aleinu, ve'al kol Yisrael, ve'al kol yoshvei tevel, ve'imru Amen. Aseh shalom bimramav, Aseh shalom aleinu, ve'al kol Yisrael, ve'al kol yoshvei tevel, ve'imru Amen. Ya la 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 la, ya la 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 la, ya la la ya la 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 la, ya la la ya la 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 la, ya la 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 la, ya la 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 la, ya la la ya la 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 la, ya la la ya la 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 la. Aseh shalom bimramav, Aseh shalom aleinu, ve'al kol Yisrael, ve'al kol yoshvei tevel, ve'imru Amen. Ya la 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 la, ya la 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 la, ya la la ya la la la, ya la la ya la 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 la, ya la 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 la, ya la 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 la, ya la la ya la 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 la, ya la la ya la 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 la. Aseh shalom bimramav, Aseh shalom aleinu, ve'al kol Yisrael, ve'al kol yoshvei tevel, ve'imru Amen.
Do we have any couples here with wedding anniversaries in October? You? Are your parents here? Okay, that doesn't help. Beth, you're here
Mazel
as
tov to them.
half? Is what? Okay, I'm not going to ask. Okay. So would you like to
They
come up
have-
to say thank you for that? So for many years, I said this in March when Shira was in another congregation, so I didn't get to be with her for like the 13 years that we did this, so it certainly works that way. Would everyone please rise? And you're going to picture the other half. You're going to picture Michael right here. Okay, right.
You guys October? Come on up. Don't be shy. It's okay. Celebrate.
Yes? Okay, so. Come on, right over here.
Mazel tov.
If you two want, you can hold hands, because it's how it started. So it's Eloheinu v'Elohei Avotenu v'Imotenu, our God and God of our ancestors. Bless these couples as they look back on the day of their marriage and forward to the years ahead. Many and varied have been their experiences together, but in happiness and in sorrow alike, you, O God, have been with them. Dear God, let your spirit continue to glow within these couples, that each partner may see your image in the other. May their way of life be loving and good, that they may bear each other's burdens as they share each other's joys. May these, your children, continue to know the blessing of a home that honors the house of Israel, a peaceful home where happiness, contentment, and love thrive. May they grow old together in health, and may they live in gratitude to you and to each other for their marriage. Please join us in Shehafianu.
Baruch atah Adonai Eloheinu melech haolam שהחיינו וקיימנו והגיענו לזמן הזה.
source of all creation, for creating us, for sustaining us, and for bringing us to this time of celebration.
Mazel tov.
Mazel tov to both of you, to all of you. And we have kisses for you for your anniversary.
Thank you.
Mazel tov.
Could it? Here. But everybody please say Mazel tov.
Mazel tov. We really should keep this up. What page is the?
We're doing it from the book?
Yeah.
Okay. 362.
Our Torah service, the prayers for the Torah service begin on page 362. Tonight we are going to do an experiment. We were so close to the Torah at Simchat Torah when we had it unrolled all the way around the room. And tonight we're going to do a little tiny taste of what that felt like. And it's going to start by reenacting a journey that God commands to Abraham in this week's Torah portion. In this week's Torah portion, God commands Abraham to go out and explore the entire land of Israel. And so today, rather than just recreate the Jewish people standing at Sinai, which is what all of the prayers and all of the preparations as we stand to take the Torah out of the ark, that's what all of that represents. We are also going to recreate Abraham's journey by walking all together in one hakafah around the room and coming back to the front. And we're going to open up the Torah, standing up, facing the kahal from the Amud, so that we can feel the presence of the Torah, so that we can really see it for ourselves and see the words that the rabbi is reading, just as we could on Simchat Torah. Have a little taste of Simchat Torah with this week's Torah portion.
Which means that don't stay at your seats. If you can't stand for this, then we'll ask you to sit in the very front row, because those people aren't going to be sitting, they're going to be closer. So as we walk around past you, come join in our hakafah. And everybody's going to come right up to the front here so we can all do Torah reading like first person, not us doing it at you.
Ein kamocha Elohim Adonai ve'ein kema'asecha malchutcha malchut kol ha'olamim u'memshaltecha bechol dor v'dor Adonai melech Adonai malach Adonai yimloch le'olam va'ed Adonai Oz le'amo yitin Adonai yivarech et amo v'shalom Avarachamim Hitiva v'rtzoncha et Zion tibne chomot Yerushalayim Ki vecha levad batachnu Melech eram v'nisa Adon olamim Ki mitzion tetzeh Torah Ki mitzion tetzeh Torah Udevar Adonai miYerushalayim Baruch Shenatan Torah Torah Baruch Shenatan Torah Torah Le'amo Yisrael B'kedushato Shema Yisrael Adonai Eloheinu Adonai Echad Echad Eloheinu Gadol Adonenu Gadol Shemo Gadol Adonai iti Onerom Shemo Yachdav Lecha Adonai Hagidula Hagivura Hatifeh Come join us, come on. Netzach ve'hahod, come join us. Kicho v'shamayim Come on with us. Kicho v'shamayim uvaretz. Come join with us. Come on, we need you to. Amit na'aseh lechol erosh. Shabbat shalom. Shabbat shalom. Shabbat shalom. Shabbat shalom.
You can sit here if you want to sit here. If not, just come hang out here. Shabbat shalom. Shabbat. Come on, come on, come on. Gang up, everyone. Big crowd. It was a crowd at Mount Sinai. It wasn't a single line. Come on, come on. In, not one line. Come on, in. There you go. Could you please help me? Could you take off one of the crowns, please? One crown. Could you take a crown off, please? Could you take the yad, please? Thank you. Could you take the cover off for me, please? Do you mind holding on to those? Okay, who are our Torah holders? Who are our Torah holders? Okay. 2 on each side. Figure out how you're going to do it. Well, you keep going down. It doesn't help. We're going to put it up here. Come on, I need 2 on each side. Okay. Would you unhook that for me, please? Oh, really? I want to take...
Who has the yad? Rabbi,
There.
thank you.
And we're going to open it. Guys like that, hold it there, top and bottom. We're going to open it a little more so people can see. Got that? There you go. And Cantor asked me to try to be really small when I read this. I don't know how to do that. Can we get it higher up on this?
Can we put
right there.
the eights onto the thing?
I'm afraid of, you okay holding that like that? Yes, are you okay? Because you got the heavy side. Yes, okay. And I'm going to, you can, folks, at Mount Sinai, it was not a single line. Come on, be a mob.
Be a bunch.
Come on, get where you can see. Everyone wanted to see. Everyone wanted to be close. Everyone wanted to know what's going on. Okay, so do that. If there are shorter people who are having difficulty seeing, elbow someone in the ribs and move forward. It's the way it worked at Mount Sinai, trust me. They were Jewish. They did not sit politely. It's not the way it worked. Okay? So, right, no, I know, so don't be. Cantor, I'm going to ask you to respond on the brachot. Sure. So we'll ask everybody to join in. Ready? Baruch hu et Adonai hamborach.
Baruch Adonai hamborach le'olam va'ed.
Baruch Adonai hamborach le'olam va'ed. Baruch atah Adonai Eloheinu melech haolam asher bachar banu mikol ha'amim v'natan lanu et Torato. Baruch atah Adonai noten ha'Torah. V'ya'al Avram mimitzrayim. Avram came up from Egypt. Hu v'ishto, he and his wife. V'chol asher lo, and everything that was with him. V'lot imo hanegba, and his nephew Lot came with him toward the Negev. V'Avram kaved ma'od b'miknei b'kesef u'v'zahav, and Avraham was very rich. He had a tremendous number of cattle and silver and gold. V'yelech l'masa'av minegev ad beit el, ad hamakom asher hayasham oholo batchila. And he continued on his journeys from the Negev up to Bethel, to the place where he had originally pitched his tent way back at the beginning. Bein Beit El uvein ha'ai, between the cities of Bethel and Ai. El makom hamizbeach asher asa sham barishona, to the very place where he had built his first altar back at the beginning. Vayikra sham Avraham b'shem Adonai, and there Abraham once again called out to the name of God. V'gam lelot haolech et Avram hayatzon uvakar vo'alim. And Lot, who was traveling with him, was also very wealthy. He had herds, flocks and herds, and a tremendous number of tents, big family. V'lo nasa otam haaretz l'shevet yachtav. But the land that they were settling in was not able to support all of these people together. Ki hayaruchu sham rav, for they had just a tremendous amount of everything. V'lo yochlu l'shevet yachtav, and they weren't able to live there on the land. Vayhi riv ben ro'ei miknei Avram uvein ro'ei miknei Lot, and fights broke out between the shepherds of Avram and the shepherds of Lot. V'haknani v'haprizi az yoshev ba'aretz, and back then the Canaanites and the Perizzites were living in the land. Vayomer Avram el Lot, and Avram said to Lot, Al na tehi meriva beini uveinecha Uvein ro'ai, uvein ro'echa. Let's not have fights between you and me or between your shepherds and my shepherds. Ki anashim achim anachnu, for we are brothers. Halo chol haaretz lefanecha. Look, the whole land is here in front of you. Hipared name alai. Let's separate one from the other. Im hasmol ve'emina, ve'im hayamin ve'isme'ila. If you go to the left, then I'll go to the right. And if you go to the right, then I'll go to the left. Vayisal lot et enav vayar et kol kikar hayarden. Ki kulam mashkeh. And Lot looked out and saw the whole plain of the Jordan and saw that it was really well watered, which is what he needed. Lifnei shachet Adonai et Sodom. For this was before Adonai destroyed Sodom, Vet Amorah, and Gomorrah. Kagan Adonai ke'eretz Mitzrayim. It was like a garden of Adonai. It was like the land of Egypt, Boachat Soar, as you approached the town of Soar in Egypt. Ve'ivchar lo Lot et kol kikar hayarden. And Lot decided to take for himself the whole plain of the Jordan. Ve'isa Lot mikedem, v'pardu ish me'al achiv. And so Lot traveled off and settled to the east. And so one man separated from the other. Avram Yoshev be'eretz Canaan, ve'Lot Yoshev ba'arei hakikar. Avram settled in the land of Canaan, and Lot settled in the cities of the plain. Ve'ahel ad Sodom. And Abraham continued. Lot, settled in the cities of the plain, and he pitched his tent there, all the way up to Sodom. V'anshei Sodom ra'im v'chataim ladonai ma'od. The people of Sodom, by the way, were really nasty, and they kept committing sins against God. Tremendous, really bad. V'Adonai amar el Avram, achrei hipared Lot mi'imo, and Adonai said to Avram, after he separated from Lot, Sana inecha, lift up your eyes. Ur'ei min hamakom asher ata sham, and look out from the place where you're standing now. Safona v'negva, v'kedma v'yama. Look to the north and look to the south, look to the east and look to the west. Ki et kol haaretz asher ata ro'eh lecha idnena ulazaracha adolam. And everything you see, I will give to you and to your descendants after you forever. V'samti et zaracha ka'afar haaretz. And I will make your descendants like the sands, like the dust of the earth. Asher im yuchal ish limnot et afar haaretz gam zaracha yimneh. And only if you were able to count the grains of dust on the earth would you be able to count all of your descendants. Kum hitalech ba'aretz. Get up, walk through the whole land. Lo orka u'lerochpa. Walk its length and walk its width. Ki lacha etnena. Because I am giving it all to you. Ve'ahel Avram vayavo vayeshiv ba'elanei mamre. And Abraham drew up his tent and came and dwelled in Elonei, by the tents, by the oaks of Mamre, Asher b'Chebron, that are right near the city of Hebron. Ve'ivin sham mizbeach ladonai, and there he built an altar to Adonai.
Baruch atah Adonai Eloheinu melech haolam,
asher natan lanu Torah emet, v'chayei olam nata b'tochenu. Baruch atah Adonai noten haTorah. Can you folks just lift this straight up from here? You can hold like that.
V'zot
Torah asher sam Moshe lifnei bnei Yisrael al pi Adonai v'yad Moshe. Lean it back again. Lean it back against the table. Please. clunky, but it works. There you go.
We have a cover behind you.
Good. Gonna get whoever's, no, it's good, it's got the cover, there you go.
The side facing
That's
you is
it,
the
just
top.
you, man, you got it. Now look through those holes and find a pole. You've done this before. All right. Excellent. Thank you. Rabbi's kid? That happens. Yeah. Sorry about that. Crowns?
Who's got the crown?
1, 2. Can't do? We're doing what?
Or
Yeah. Well, let's put that. Yeah. Mhm.
Yahallelu et Shem Adonai, ki nizgav Shemo levado.
Hodo al eretz v'shamayim vayarem keret le'amo tehila lechol chasida livnei Yisrael am kerovo. Hallelujah, hallelujah.
Etz chayim hi, lama chazikim ba, v'tomcheha meyushar deracheha darchei noam, v'chol netivoteha shalom. Hashivinu Adonai elecha v'nashuva chadesh yameinu kekedem.
We'll ask you please to be seated, except if you are here to pray for someone's healing. We'll ask you to rise, and as I look at you, say their names out loud to make their names part of our prayer. On the screens.
Adonai yishlach lahem refuah shlema. Adonai yishlach lahem refuah shlema. Refuat hanefesh, refuat haguf, v'nomar amen. Refuat hanefesh, refuat haguf, v'nomar amen. Adonai yishlach lahem refuah shlema.
If you would raise your hand, please, if you have not been to Israel. Okay, you can put your hands down, but those of you who've raised your hands just then, when I ask you to picture Israel, what do you picture? What image comes to mind? Yes? A lot of temples. Good. A lot of ancient things. Yes, good. Again, yes, what do you picture? What? The Israeli flag. Good. What else do you picture? Those who have not been there, what do you picture? Western Wall. Good. What else? Yeah? Sand. A lot of sand? Yes. The Dead Sea. Good. Others? Come on. What do you picture? I think of Israel. What do you picture? What? Yes. High tech. Yeah, actually, right? Yeah. Camels. Good. Yes. Bustling marketplaces like, I'm serious, like a mall or like a real, like an old style marketplace kind of thing. Okay, just wondering which one you're, like not ShopRite, like, you know. Okay, got it. Okay. Who else? Come on, someone else. What? Yeah. Yeah. Tel Aviv, what do you picture? There is, boy, is there soccer in Israel. Yes, right. And Tel Aviv, big city, high-tech, yes, yeah. People chilling, floating in the Dead Sea. Right. Good. Any others? Any other things? Yes. There was a gay pride parade in Tel Aviv. There was a gay pride parade in Jerusalem. Yeah, so cool. Good. What else? What else do you picture? That's it? All right, can I get some of the people who's been there? Good. So could you all tell me when I say picture Israel, what do you picture? Okay, just what do you see when you do it? What do you see? Because you went to lots of hotels. Right, got it, yes. It's like Israel's just hotels. We go from one, get on a bus, go to a hotel, go to another hotel. Yes, right, yes. Good, go Zohar, go ahead. Ben Gurion Airport, good. I hate when that happens, oh my God.
That happens in Israel too.
Right, all the time. Yeah, really. Good, what else? Get your hand up. Hezekiah's tunnel, which you went through. What did it feel like? Cramped. Yes, and anything else? Because I remember cramped and damp. It's my own thing. Good. What else? Who else? Yeah, what do you have? Pita and hummus. Good pita and hummus?
The best.
The best. Can you? Yeah, right. So if I asked you right now, could you can you taste it?
Oh, totally.
Got it. Okay, good. Others, you already did one. Let's get others. Yep. What do you picture? Bargaining for stuff. Right. You don't ever, well, in certain places, you just don't ever take the price that they say. That's, in fact, if you actually take the price, some places won't sell it to you because you rob them of all the fun of bargaining. So, yes, what do you picture? Yes, so many stray cats. There are a ton of stray cats in Israel. What do you picture? Pomegranates. Did you have some? Okay, yes, excellent. Who else? Come on yes, what do you picture? Agriculture in the desert, in the middle of the desert. Yes, absolutely. Yeah. Bedouin and soldiers. Good. Anyone else? Come on. Yeah. So you picture the scene from certain parts within the city. Got it. Tamima, you want to add anything? Ellie, you've been there before? The warmth and caring of the people. Thank you. Tamima, you want to add? Can I add? Pick one. It's just really good. Views from Masada. Nice. Good. Others? Yeah, you had your hand. You're like. A kibbutz bonfire. Yes. Very cool. Yes. What? Apple. That's back to the high-tech thing. I mean, like apple. Apple. Not tapuach. Apple. Right. Yes. Yeah. Extreme heat. Yeah, if you were there in the summer. Yes. Dome of the Rock. What do you remember about it? Really shiny and very gold. Yes, indeed. Yeah. Dancing in the streets. So, does anyone notice the difference in the memories and the visions, the images of the people who are there and people who have not been there? The people who have been there, it's about what things tasted like, what they sounded like, how the people behaved. For the rest of us, it's the pictures we see in postcards or stuff like that. And I want you to think about that, because when we go back to the first time a member of our family ever saw the land, which we just read, what does God say to Avram? I'm giving this to you. Really nice. Okay, so what? By the way, if you're Jewish, the land's been given to you too. But we know that a lot of American Jews have little connection to Israel, sometimes no connection to Israel. In fact, American Jews are often ready to write off Israel as something that is just not part of who we are. Well, you know what? I honestly think Avram felt that way too. This, it's a lot of sand and really hot, a lot of desert. There were no markets, there was no agriculture there. You know, it's like, oh, yeah, okay, so God says, get up and walk through the land. Go from the north to the south and the east to the west. Walk through the land. And when Avram does this, it becomes his land. Not until he sees it does he connect to it. And I'm sorry if you haven't put it on your vacation schedule, but if you have not been there, and if you feel like it's remote, nice, whatever, people talk about it, okay, but you know, no big deal. I want you to consider that maybe it's because you haven't walked the land. Because when I think of Israel, I think of the people. And I think of the food. And I think of the smells. And I think of the tastes. And I think of the sounds. I don't think of the postcards. Honestly, I'm not a big fan of the Western Wall. Especially with what's happened lately there. There's some real problems for a liberal Jew in what goes on at the Western Wall. What I love is sitting in the middle of Jerusalem, Motzei Shabbat, Saturday night, watching people. Old people, young people, married people, single people, soldiers holding hands, each of them with a rifle slung over their other shoulder. Because in Israel, the country is so small that you can go home from the front for Shabbat. Really, you can go home from the border for Shabbat. So what do you do on Saturday night before you head back on Sunday morning? You go downtown. You got your rifle with you. Melech HaFalafel on King George Street. Man, that's my falafel place. The reason it's my falafel place, I first discovered it in 1969, and they still use the same oil they were using in 1969. It's really good. I mean, it's got heritage to that oil, okay? And it's so delicious. I have a shawarma place. It's so good. And in the middle of the, what? No, well, okay, right, that's it. That's what you do. In the middle of the summer, an artik limon. Lemon ices. Man, you have to eat it really quickly because it melts like instantly. Like, take it out, it's melting. It is going to be all over your hand no matter what. But boy, does that taste good in the middle of the summer, right? You see, if you were on the Baptist, the church we go to, you'd all be going, amen, Rabbi. It's like, you know, it's what's going on there. So, preacher Rabbi, yeah. So, I looked at this portion, and God says, I know you're not going to get it. Abraham, you're not going to get it until you see what it's like, until you go and experience it, until you go from one end to the other, until you go from the Hermon in the north down to Eilat in the south and go over to the Jordan River and go to the Mediterranean. And you know, as I'm saying those to you, I have images of each one of those because I've been blessed to be able to go and walk the land. If there's anything I could encourage you as we start off in this cycle of Torah reading, it's to think about what it will take and how you can do it so you can get to Israel. And if you don't think it's important to go, then you really need to get to Israel. Because there is no movie, there is no presentation, there's no slideshow, there's no report, there's nothing that you can feel here that is going to tell you what it is like to be there. And we know this because God says the same thing to Avram. I'm giving it to you. Big deal, right? Go walk. Go see it. Go from the north to the south and the east to the west, and then you will get it, and then it's going to be yours for all time and for all the generations. Ladies and gentlemen, God gave this to us too. It said it right there. Lazaracha ad olam, to your descendants forever. It's been given to us. But we cannot understand the gift until we walk through the land. I'm making preparations right now. Shira and I are leading a trip with Federation in December. We're going to Israel. It's a little late, but if somebody wanted to join us, we'd still love to have you. We have almost 40 people who are going. If not, then start saving. I know it's not cheap. You can go to the Bahamas much cheaper. Start saving. Set up a fund somewhere for you as well. Whether you're thinking about it's going to be birthright when you're in college, if you're young enough that you're going to be able to do Nifty in Israel. By the way, that's when I went the first time. That's when I found my falafel place. Okay? Nifty in Israel. Whatever it is, whatever it takes to get there, start saving. If you need to save for 2 years, if you need to save for 5 years, whatever it is you need to do, start a separate fund. Not for someone else, but for you. To find out what we were just told here. In this portion, Avram is told, Lech lecha, go. Go for yourself. Don't go to Israel because someone tells you to. Don't go to Israel because you think you should. Go to Israel for you, to find out what this gift is that you've been given. There is nothing in the world that equals being there. Walk the land, taste the food, hear the people, feel what it's like to be in the middle of the gift that you and I have been given, ad olam, forever and ever.
On page 652, the song Bashana Haba'ah. Next year we will sit. Next year you will see how good it will be. בשנה הבאה נשב על המרפסת ונספור ציפורים נודדות. ילדים בחופשה ישחו תופסת בין הבית לבין השדות. עוד תראה כמה טוב יהיה בשנה הבאה. עוד תראה כמה טוב יהיה בשנה הבאה. ענבים אדומים ישילו עד הערב ויוגשו צוננים לשולחן. ורוחות רדומים ייסעו עליהם הדרך עיתונים ישנים כענן. עוד תראה כמה טוב יהיה בשנה הבאה. עוד תראה כמה טוב יהיה בשנה הבאה. בשנה הבאה נפרוס כפות ידיים מול האור הנגאל הלבן. הנפשה לבנה תפרוס בור כנפיים, השמש תזרח בתוכן. עוד תראה כמה טוב יהיה בשנה הבאה. עוד תראה כמה טוב יהיה בשנה הבאה. Aleinu is on page 586 in the middle of the page.
Please rise if you are able.
ואנחנו כל
591. Please be seated.
ונאמר והיה אדוני למלך על כל הארץ ביום ההוא יהיה אדוני אחד ושמו
The announcement sheet you received shows you that we are incredibly busy during the next month. November is filled with things of all different sorts. I'm not going to go through the whole list, but I hope that you will. We don't expect anyone to be at all of them, but we hope you'll find something on here that looks interesting. I do want to point out two particular things. The first one is that on Thursday, this coming Thursday, people are meeting at Fulfill, which is the food bank of Monmouth and Ocean County, for an evening of, what do they call it? Pack and greet or whatever. It's a social event when you're also going to spend time sorting, packing, and distributing some of the food that comes into the food bank. If you have not seen this food bank, I will tell you, you know what we do on Yom Kippur. You've seen the amount of food we bring in. You would not believe how extraordinary the entire operation is down there. We were given a tour and we're amazed. So spend an evening down there on Thursday. Go help them to get stuff ready to go out and learn about what they do. You'll really, really enjoy it. And second thing is for the gentlemen in the room, over 21, sorry. In 2 weeks is Torah and tequila. Yeah, no. It's going to be a good night. There you go, right. We serve, I swear to God, Don Weber tequila. It's a real brand. Don Weber tequila. It's a real thing.
But not your family's.
Not my family. I wish it were, but no. We have tequila, we have scotch, we have soft drinks, we have hors d'oeuvres, and we sit together and we study, and there's a group of about 20 men that get together and do this. Gentlemen, you are invited. We just need to know in advance that you're coming. Please call the office and let them know you want to join us. Nothing you have to prepare. Come and learn and spend an evening with a bunch of really, really amazing guys. We hope you'll do that. So please take this announcement sheet with you. Look at what's going on and come join us. We do want to welcome all the people from Nifty Gur. It's great having you here. It's great having you in the service. I mean, you got all the harmonies. No, they don't. Yes, they do. Inside joke. It's okay. Only some people know. Thanks for being here. We hope you have a great night. Try not to destroy the place. Try to get, please, you have stuff to do this weekend. Get at least 45 minutes sleep. All right? Set the bar at a reasonable level. But we really are happy to have you here. Thanks for joining us tonight. We turn now to Kaddish on page 598. If you are here, I'm sorry, we're going to do it on the screens, which will have the last line at the very end that we've added. If you are here to say Kaddish for Shiva, for someone who died within the past 7 days, we ask you to rise and say their names aloud. If you're here to say Kaddish for Shloshim, for someone who died within the past 30 days, we ask you to rise and say their names aloud. And if you are here to say Kaddish for Yartzeit or for any other reason, we ask you to rise and say their names aloud. Dora Weber.
May God console you among the mourners of Zion and Jerusalem.
Please rise if you are able.
Yitgadal v'yitkadash shemei Rabbah, ve'alma divrach chirutei v'yamlich malchutei, v'chayechon u'v'yomechon, u'v'chayei dechol Beit Yisrael, ba'agala u'vizman kariv v'imru amen.
Yehi Shemei Rabbah Mevarach La'alam U'Almei Almaya. Yitbarach, V'yishtabach, V'yitpa'ar, V'yitromam, V'yitnaseh, V'yithadar, V'yitaleh, V'yithalal, Shnei Dekutsha Brichu. Le'ela min kol birchata v'shirata, tushbechata v'nechemata, da'amiran ba'alma, v'imru amen. Yehi shlama rabba min shmaya, v'chayim aleinu v'al kol Yisrael, v'imru amen. Oseh shalom b'mromav, huya aseh shalom, aleinu v'al kol Yisrael, v'al kol yoshvei tevel, v'imru amen. May the one who creates harmony on high bring peace to us and to all Israel and to all the world, to which we say, Amen.
Oseh shalom b'mromav, huyaseh shalom, aleinu ve'al kol Yisrael, ve'al kol yoshvei tevel.
We turn back now to page 122 and 123 as we join in Kiddush for Shabbat. And to lead us, we invite Wayne and Dylan Kessler.
Yeah. And there was evening and there was morning, the sixth day. The heaven and the earth were finished, and all their array. On the seventh day God finished the work that God had been doing, and God ceased on the seventh day from all the work that God had done. And God blessed the seventh day and declared it holy, because on it God ceased from all the work of creation that God had done. Baruch atah Adonai Eloheinu melech haolam, borei pri hagafen.
Baruch atah Adonai Eloheinu melech haolam, asher kidshanu b'mitzvotav v'ratzah banu, v'shabbat chodsho b'ahava u'b'ratzon hinechilanu, zikaron lema'aseh v'reishit, ki hu yom tefillah lemikra'ei kodesh, zecher letziat Mitzrayim, kivanu b'chata, v'otanu kidashta, mikol ha'amim, v'shabbat kodshecha, v'ahava u'b'ratzon, hilchatanu, Baruch atah Adonai, mekadish ha-Shabbat.
Don't go away, gentlemen. Don't go away.
Baruch atah Adonai Eloheinu melech haolam, hamotzi lechem min haaretz. Take some for your family. Excellent, perfect.
And while we usually only offer candy to those under 13, we're making an exception tonight. I was going to say, Schiffer will not forgive us this one. One piece of candy per Nifty Ger participant. Help yourselves. And anyone on the, Dylan's your last time, man. You go for it. Okay? I'll hold that, yes. That's right. And you have no snacks tonight.
While they're sorting their candy, if you can find Lechilach, page 645, we will sing our final song. Lechilach is on page 645. God told Abraham to go out of his land to a land that he will show us, and he will bless Abraham with everything that we have become. And so we sing for this parsha of Lech Lecha, we sing Lechilach together. Lechilach, to a land that I will show you. Lech Lecha, to a place you do not know. Lechilach, on your journey I will bless you, and you shall be a blessing. You shall be a blessing. You shall be a blessing. Lechilach, Lechilach, and I shall make your name great. Lech Lecha, and all shall praise your name. Lechilach, to the place that I will show you. L'simchat chayim, l'simchat chayim, l'simchat chayim, lechilach, and you shall be a blessing. You shall be a blessing. You shall be a blessing. Lechilach.
Here's something you'll never see on a postcard. I got on a bus on the third day of Sukkot, heading to school. It was early in the morning and I was not awake at all. I got on the public transit bus in Jerusalem, and the driver says to me, Chag Sameach. That never happened to me before. I never had a bus driver say to me, Chag Sameach, and it made me feel that I was home. Shabbat Shalom.
Testing, testing, 1, 2.